My family and I had planned to visit my uncle's old farmhouse in a quiet town in Vermont, USA. We had visited many times before. It was peaceful, tucked between gentle hills, far from the city noise. No traffic, no phones, just trees, birds, and silence. That year I was 20, and my younger brother Oliver had just turned 18. Uncle Richard had lived there alone since his wife passed away. He was a soft-spoken man, always kind, though a little distant. His farmhouse was worn but beautiful in its own way. Thick stone walls, slanted wooden roof, and a wraparound porch shaded by a huge ancient oak tree. The tree was the first thing you saw driving in. Its branches stretched like arms, and when the wind blew, it groaned as if it were alive. At first, everything felt familiar. We unpacked, helped Uncle in his little garden, and spent the days playing board games, reading, or sitting under the oak tree with lemonade. Oliver and I would explore the fields behind the house, where wildflowers and tall grass brushed against our legs. We even found an old cricket bat and played in the evenings. One night, as I was drifting to sleep, I heard footsteps in the hallway, slow, steady steps, as if someone was pacing. I thought maybe Uncle had gotten up for water, but when I checked, all the lights were off, and everyone was asleep. The air felt oddly cold, and the silence afterward was heavier than usual. The next morning, Oliver looked uneasy. He told me he'd heard knocking sounds during the night, inside the walls, as if someone were trapped. He said it started near his bed and moved toward the ceiling. I thought he was just trying to scare me, but his eyes told me he wasn't joking. That night, neither of us slept. We stayed up, whispering and listening to every creak the house made. Around 1:30 a.m., we both heard it, a faint crying, a soft, broken sob. At first we thought it was a bird or an animal outside, but it wasn't. It was coming from above, from the attic. The attic had always been locked. There wasn't even a staircase to it, just one of those pull-down ladders with a rope, and no one ever used it. I asked Uncle about it the next morning. He stared at me for a second too long before brushing it off. "It's been shut for years," he said with a forced smile. "Probably rats." After that, things got stranger. Every evening before sunset, Uncle would quietly walk to the back of the house and place a bowl of milk near the old stone well. He did it like a routine, no explanation. I asked him about it once. "It's tradition," he said without looking at me. Then he added, almost too softly to hear, "It keeps her calm." Later that night, I went downstairs to get water and heard Uncle in the kitchen. He wasn't alone, at least it didn't sound like it. I heard him crying, pleading, talking to someone in a hushed voice. "No, please, not again. I gave you what you asked for." When I stepped into the room, he flinched and quickly wiped his face. "Just talking to myself," he mumbled, but I could tell he was terrified. Then, one morning, Oliver was gone. His bed was untouched, but his window was wide open. His shoes were still by the door. My parents panicked. We searched the house, the barn, the fields, but he was nowhere. That's when I remembered the attic. I found the attic key in a drawer in Uncle's study. I pulled the ladder down and climbed up alone. The moment I stepped inside, the smell hit me. Damp wood, dust, and something foul like rotting flowers. The room was dark except for thin beams of light coming through the wooden slats. Most of the floor was untouched, but in the far corner the dust had been disturbed. There, half buried under a dirty blanket, was Oliver's wristwatch. Then I heard it. Breathing. Slow. Shaky. Behind me, I turned. She stood there. A girl. Maybe 10 years old. Her white dress was stained brown with mud. Her hair hung in messy strands over her pale face. Her eyes, wide, hollow, and full of something I still can't describe, met mine. "He took me too," she whispered. I was frozen. I couldn't speak or move. Then Uncle was there. He dragged me out of the attic and slammed the door shut behind us. He locked it, breathing hard, then sank to the floor. "She was my daughter," he said. "Her name was Emily. She died in that attic years ago, but she never left. Every summer she wakes up looking for someone new. I tried everything, but she still wants more." We found Oliver the next morning, sitting by the well, barefoot, mud on his clothes. He wouldn't speak. He wouldn't eat for days. It was like something inside him had been taken away. We left that same day. Uncle Richard passed away the following winter. The farmhouse has been abandoned ever since. The locals say they hear soft crying from the attic every summer night. It scares us every time.